Yo, it's Corey. I am driving to dinner. Done with my first day of work, back since the booby time. It's so funny because, you know, I walk in and of course everybody wants to see them because they all knew I was doing it and stuff, and they're so high right now that it's really hard to even tell I had much done. Except for the fact I look about the same size as I used to, with like crazy padded bras on, and I don't have anything but a sports bra on, and I am still looking around the same size as before. So I guess that means that something happened, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I've been really emotional dealing with all this stuff, with this whole like booby blues. I don't understand. So any of you girls out there, as much of a physical change as it is, which that hasn't even bothered me, the pain has not been an issue. You know, I mean, I'm feeling pain right now. I took 2 Tylenol this morning, and that was it. And, you know, I feel pain, but I mean, it's just not, it's not a big deal. But the big deal for me is this whole booby blues thing. I am feeling awesome right now because I feel like for the first time since the whole operation and everything, I'm coming out of the fog. Like, I started feeling really good around like 3 o'clock today, and it's just like I feel like I can see clearer, and like I just feel clearer. I don't know how to explain it. It's just so much better. Because I was really struggling. I was crying. I'm like, why? I'm not upset with the pain, but I'm upset with just not feeling normal. So anyway, I'm starting to turn a better corner. I'm really excited. You know, I've had a lot of things, you know, personally that have gone on in my life recently over the past couple years, and I've actually started seeing a Christian counselor with a group called Grace Ministries, and it was interesting because I talked to somebody over there last night. I had to miss my appointment, and she was talking about, you know, her breast augmentation, and so you know, that's one thing that I've been, you know, asking myself, you know, why do I feel like God didn't make me perfect? Am I disgracing Him by doing this? And you know, I know that God loves me for me, and I'm beautiful to Him no matter what. No matter if I had 3 boobs on my chest, He loves me. And you know, that talking to somebody else that had it done and was so excited about me getting mine done, you know, it's just a little thing. You know, we're still human, and there's still things that we desire of the flesh, you know, that we strive to be. Just like, you know, somebody doesn't want to become obese. Well, number one, it's not healthy. I don't think getting boobs put in you, you know, makes you healthier, but you know, I do feel like I will look better this way, and they still look like aliens on my chest. I'm surprised that everybody talks about how they're not so much up around my neck, which is good. That means that they're, you know, my muscles are relaxing, and it could be because I've taken muscle relaxers in the evening before I go to bed, just so I don't have that crazy tight feeling across my chest. But I don't know. Maybe I didn't have much muscle. I know I didn't have much boob. So yeah, I haven't had too much pain today, other than the emotional anguish. I started just crying when I was talking to one of my bosses for no reason, and I was telling him, you know, I'm not unhappy. I'm really happy. I'm just really emotional, and I think it's because I'm coming off all these pain meds or whatever. I don't know. I still have some wheezing in my chest, so I think I've got like some sort of, I don't know, some sort of allergy going on right now with, you know, the weather and sinuses and stuff like that. But hopefully that'll all remedy itself. I need to take, you know, some kind of meds. I'm noticing some back pain today after like being out and about and, you know, bending over and doing work and stuff like that. I do, and I'm the legal assistant, so it's not like I do manual labor or anything, but just even bending over making like copies that we have to make and stuff like that. What else? I'm trying to think here. I've definitely put on a couple of pounds, although I haven't had much of an appetite. I guess medications and trauma to your body just really takes away my appetite. So I'm thinking that I will probably drop a couple of pounds versus, you know, the first couple of days when I was on pain med, I was falling asleep while trying to eat. And I would fall asleep with like food just in my mouth, like, you know, craziness. Let's see, I'm going to dinner right now with two of my good girlfriends, and I'm gonna try to eat some Italian food. I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but I'm gonna try. I'm not having crazy shortness of breath. I was earlier, but I've been doing my little booby massages. I try to like sneak off when nobody's looking and push them back and forth and whatnot. Anything else I can't really think of. I've been having a lot of night sweats, which I read is pretty, whoa, I just honked my horn, I'm sorry, which I read is pretty common. So if you've had yours done, 6 days after tomorrow will be a week. You know, if you're having night sweats, that's a pretty common thing. It's disgusting. I've heard it can last 3 weeks. So just be prepared, have an extra pair of sheet on hands, and just recycle every night, just if you want to. I can't stand sleeping in nasty sheets. So I won't be washing them tonight and putting new ones on and doing the same thing tomorrow, I'm sure. But yeah, I think my biggest advice for anybody going through this is pain is mental. And, you know, really, I would say this hasn't hurt tons more than your boobies hurting really bad before you get your period. So, and I mean, I know I have a high pain tolerance, but I mean, I'm not a road warrior or anything like that. I'm not that tough. I'm still a girl. But my biggest advice is to try to get those pain meds out of your system and switch over to Tylenol and take the muscle relaxer. That's been working for me. I don't know if it'll work for everybody, but I can handle the pain, and so I feel like getting those, you know, heavy narcotics out of my system is probably the best idea. You know, you don't want to go too long on those kinds of things. So, and the muscle relaxer, I don't believe is considered a narcotic, so it's not quite as heavy and hefty on your system. Anything else? If anybody has any questions, I found out yesterday, I think I already said, I got 371 cc's of the Naturel silicone implants. He couldn't have fit much more in me. He said he maybe could have gone to 390, but I'm really glad he didn't, because when I fall and fluff, which is what your implants will do, you know, right now I'm at 36C, but that's when half of my boob above the bra because they're sitting so high. So I'm sure I'm probably going to be a D. I really don't want to be a double D. If it happens, oh well, they'll be cute, but, you know, don't, you know, definitely do your research. Don't be discouraged about when you first get them done, you know, like, oh, these aren't as big as I thought they'd be. It's because they're compressed by the muscle if you get them under the muscle, and they're flattened. I mean, that's just how it's going to be until your muscle relaxes and until, you know, gravity takes a little bit of hold and pulls those puppies down. So, anyway, I don't know. You can't really see much right now. I tried. I'll have to show y'all later. I keep saying that, but I've taken a bunch of before and after pictures and progress pictures. So I'm excited to hopefully show y'all the real thing. It'll be at 6 weeks, I'm thinking, but maybe sooner, depending on how they're all falling and settling. Anyway, if anybody has any questions, holla. I'm so white. Oh my gosh. You know, I'll be happy to answer with, you know, my experience, but everybody's experience is going to be different. So have a great day, and just remember that I know this sounds